Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. The regular season has concluded here in Lawrenceville. We're joined now by our head softball coach, Kat Ihlenburg, as the Grizzlies split a doubleheader versus USC-B. Coach Kat, we're going to jump into the highlights here. The first thing I have to ask you is, do you have to keep coming up with new things to tell Piper Wagner as she rounds third after 24 career home runs and 12 this season?
Matt, this was her most special home run in her career. She was actually going to be pulled out of the lineup before the game started. She had a little injury, and she stretched. She worked through it with James and Katie, and you can see the way she's rounding the bases. She was off today, and so for her to come in the first at bat and put us back in the game after our first inning was pretty special for her.
And so big time at bat for Piper Wagner. The good news is for her and the Grizzlies here, we've got some time off, a little bit of a layover from the end of the regular season to we're going to host the conference tournament on May 5th. What is the main focus for you moving forward past this doubleheader?
The main focus is just what we can do better as a team. You know, we continue to see things that top to bottom, we're just not all firing on the same cylinders day in and day out. And so we did a few things in the first game that we worked on in practice, which is exciting. I love when practice shows up in a game. But then in the second game, we kind of had some situations that we continue to see happen to us, and we just continue to work, continue to improve.
Jane Hoover with an inside-the-park home run, and the Grizzlies manufacture some runs. And that's something from a dynamic offense standpoint you've been calling for. Get a double steal to score the run.
Right.
Is that something that's starting to evolve for the Grizzlies as the season comes to a close?
It is, and I think you see it in our lineup. The more people have their opportunities and experience, and they take their breath, and they refocus on the pitches they can hit, they're doing a really nice job of that. So it's been exciting seeing some players really have some exponential growth in this season, and still more room for growth, which is always what you want going into May.
Grizzlies come out with a 7-2 victory in game number 1, and we see Alexa Good come back into the contest, second game of the doubleheader. That's now happened quite frequently. How do you change her mentality a little bit now? Go, all right, listen, Lex, there's no longer what's the math on that? 42 outs needed in a day. We just need 21 outs.
Right. With Lex, she's just a veteran. So she knew last year she came into a lot of games like that, and we're just trying to get her geared up for the postseason and what that looks like. And she's a hard-throwing, strike-throwing pitcher. So we need her to understand that. And certainly you wish we had made a couple plays in the inning they scored their 5. But that's just the way the ball falls sometimes. So you want her to come out and have the 7th inning that she did, which was 3 power outs, which was great.
We'll leave on this note. If I told you back in January the Grizzlies are going to be 32-18, what would you have said?
Not good enough. We can do better. And so we'll continue to work at that. There's still championships to be won, and there's still games to be won. So we're going to focus on that and stay present and work to our inaugural CAC championship.
We're looking forward to it. May 5th, right here in Lawrenceville, Georgia. We expect to see you there. And if you can't be here, we'll see you right here on the Grizzly Digital Network May 5th through the 7th for the Continental Athletic Conference Tournament. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Matt.